This is a casino. It's flashy, it's fun, and it's built entirely to take your money. But I thought, how about no? So, I trained an AI to gamble for me. A literal robot brain that learns how to predict outcomes and maybe make money doing it. Oh my god, it's cracked! It's cracked! Money. Money. I love you, ChatGPT. Thank you, thank you. And this is my new house. We might have cooked a little too hard. So, here's the thing about gambling. It feels like a thrilling challenge. Flashing lights, suspense, dopamine go brr. But most gambling isn't about skill, it's about math. And math says you're gonna lose. This is something called EV, expected value. If you bet $1 on a game that only gives you back 95 cents on average, you don't need to be smart to see how that ends. The longer you play, the more you lose. That's not bad luck, that's literally how casinos stay in business. Sure, some games can barely be beaten, like blackjack. Card counters get a tiny edge, like 1 to 3%. That means every $1 they bet, they would get like $1.03 back. But here's the thing, if you actually start winning, the casino just kicks you out because it's their game. The house always wins. That's when I realized maybe I'm playing the wrong game. What if instead of betting against a rigged system, I bet against other people? That's what led me to something called prediction markets. And this is where the real fun begins. Prediction markets are basically gambling, but for nerds. Instead of betting on roulette or slot machines, you're betting on real world events. Stuff like, will it rain in New York next week? Will this candidate win the election? Will Elon Musk tweet something insane tomorrow? Every event has odds, just like sports betting. But here's a twist. The odds aren't set by a casino or a bookie. They're set by everyone participating in the market. So, if a lot of people think it'll rain tomorrow, and yes, shares might trade at 80 cents, meaning the market believes that there's an 80% chance it rains. But if you don't think it'll rain, you can buy no shares at 20 cents. If you're right and it stays dry, you get $1 per share. A clean 5x return. If you're wrong, you lose your 20 cents. It's kind of like trading stocks, but instead of companies, you're trading on reality itself. Alright, so if I want to let an AI gamble for me, I'm gonna need some kind of system that knows what's going on and tells me what to bet on. Here's the rough idea I came up with. Step 1. Find a prediction market. You know, the website where people bet on stuff like will it rain tomorrow or who's gonna win the election or whatever. Step 2. Use a web scraper to grab the live data, question, odds, outcomes, and that sort of thing. Step 3. Feed that to an AI. Step 4. I don't know. Step 5. Hope it works. Alright, so the plan looks good, but just to be clear, gambling is lebad. Lebad, don't do it. And this video is for fun and follows YouTube's rules, meaning that we're gonna have to edit some things out to keep it from being taken down. Probably a good time to tell you to subscribe in case YouTube decide to take me down, strike me down. So with the game plan set, it's time to start cooking. First up, finding a prediction market. That part was easy. The harder part, it only runs on crypto. That might scare some people off, but not me. I've played these games before. I even keep a sealed hardware wallet on standby. Also, I'm gonna have to censor out the websites, but you'll find it. It's not hard. Next, I needed a way to pull the live prediction data straight from the site, like the actual question, odds, and what we can bet on. So, my plan is to throw the URL into a program that uses something called a WebDriver. It's basically a browser I can pop it around. Click things, scroll, and read text, and even more. I can program it to do whatever on the internet. I'll have it jump into the site, scrape the current questions, grab the possible outcomes, and collect anything else that seems useful. And then I hand that off to the AI. Now, I'm not training some massive model from scratch. Not because I'm lazy.
Okay, maybe a little.
But because modern LLMs like ChatGPT, GPT-4, whatever, Claude and DeepSeek are already absurdly smart. They've read the entire internet multiple times, and they're even getting sued for it. No, you can't just train an AI on an internet that's publicly available. No, you can't do that. That's bad. No. An AI is training on my furry fanfics. No. And they've got web access, which means they can read the latest stuff too. I just pass in the prediction question and its options and ask, hey buddy, what's most likely gonna happen? And based on its answer, I'll know what to bet on. Or at least what it thinks I should bet on. I programmed this within a shy of 4 hours. A good amount of time was spent on debugging the WebDriver. Fun times. But it's not just an idea anymore. Most of the pieces are already working. The AI can read bets, make predictions, and tell me where to put the money. This will work. And we're almost ready to set it loose. Before I throw real money at this thing, I need to make sure it doesn't immediately light my wallet on fire. So I'm doing what's called backtesting. Basically, I take past prediction questions and ask my AI, hey, if you're alive back then, what would you have picked? Then I compare its answers to the actual outcomes. It's like giving the AI a history test, except instead of grades, it either makes fake money or loses fake money. If it can't survive the past, there's no way it's ready for the future. I threw together a quick backtesting script. It grabs all prediction questions, asks the AI what it would have picked at the time, and then checks if that pick was actually correct. Just to be clear, the AI doesn't get it yet. I made sure it only sees what someone back then would have seen. No peeking into the future. I ran the test on 150 past questions and it nailed 76% of them. That's a solid hit rate, especially considering this is gambling we're talking about. To double check it wasn't just luck, I ran a second test. Another 150 questions. This time, 86% accuracy. That's not just good, that's money printer territory. The historical data is clear. This AI can win, and not just win big. So, the backtesting results were actually incredible. 76% win rate, then 86. It was on fire. Statistically speaking, this thing works. It doesn't just make decent predictions. It's better than most people at betting. So obviously it was time for the next logical step. Completely ruined my life to improve my odds. This is where I live. This is gonna be my house now. Fuck. Okay, not actually. I didn't lose any money. I didn't blow my savings, but here's the thing. I wanted to understand the real gambling mindset, to feel the risk. Because if I was gonna build the perfect betting machine, I needed to know what it's like to be the kind of guy who bets everything and then keeps on betting and losing. So I moved into this crack shack. Not because I had to, because I wanted to. I wanted to channel the full energy of a degenerate gambler. And of course, I brought my pet geese with me. This isn't their first rodeo either. I once brought them in while opening CS2 cases. Just as a joke. No knives, but I beat the odds. Way better than I should have. Ever since then, I trust the geese. They're part of the system now. So here we are. An AI that crushes predictions, a shack that legally qualifies us indoors, and a flock of statistically lucky geese. I haven't just built a gambling bot. I've built the perfect atmosphere for one. Now it was time. Let's go gambling. For real. I scanned their prediction markets and locked onto one that felt just the right amount of unhinged. How many tweets will Elon Musk make this week? Perfect. I fed the question into the AI. It started thinking, processing. And this isn't a simulation anymore. This prediction is going to cost me actual money. It can't choke now. This is game time. Time to clutch up. The wait felt forever. And then boom. The result, 125 to 149 tweets. Alright, that's the bet. Odds 2.2x. There's still 4 days left until it closes, but if I win, that's a pretty nice multiplier. Now we wait.
The bet is gonna end in 8 hours, and it's actually looking very good. It's looking quite hopeful. The current tweet count is from 129, and so unless he posts like 21 tweets, within like a few hours, I think we are pretty good. I think we won this bet. Anyways, yeah, I'm really confident.
Okay, the bet just closed, and this is it. The final number 140 tweets. Let's go. Let's go! The AI nailed it. It was close, but way too close. But that 2.2x payout is mine. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to gamble with AI. Don't. It will actually like fucking burn you. I just know. The bot has massive glaring issues. It doesn't even consider multipliers, expected value, chance of ruin, all that boring but really important math. It just guesses smart, and sometimes that's enough. Most of the time, it's not. If you're curious though, the source code is up on GitHub. Tinker at your own risk. As for me, I'm taking my winnings and dipping out, retiring from the game before the game retires me. The geese and I are gonna live a quiet life now. No more bets, no more risk, just peace, fresh grass, and the occasional case opening. Because even degenerate gamblers deserve a happy ending.